sofa. One of the other pleasures of Christmas is settling down for a festive movie or sitcom. And joining me to talk about those is Heat's entertainment director and TV expert, Boyd Hilton. Hello, Boyd.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, season's greetings to you. Do you love settling down?
You.
I was talking earlier about, movies that you'll watch time and time again. If they come on the TV, even if you've got the DVD, you'll sit down and watch it because it's on the telly, because that makes it a bit special.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I've watched, I must have watched Elf and, It's a Wonderful Life and Scrooged millions of times. In fact, in this survey that's been done by the streaming service now, 2/3 of the people, 61%, say they most look forward to unwinding to a Christmas film during the festive period. And, those will be films that we've all watched dozens of times before, but it's something about it that's incredibly comforting and great. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, get your comfies on, reserve your seat on the sofa, and off you go. So tell us about the top 3 in this survey, and this is the TV and film families we'd like to spend Christmas with. What are people saying?
Yeah, the top 3. Yeah, exactly. So it's which family you'd like to spend Christmas with. Number 3 is the royal family, as in Jim and Barbara Royal.
I was going to say,
not HOH. Not the Queen. I mean, obviously, it'd be great to spend time with the Queen, but this is Jim and Barbara Royal, and it's one of the best comedies of all time, I think. Absolutely brilliant show, and 15% of people voted for that. Then there's the Trotters from Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy, Rodney, etc. at number 2, which I think is no great surprise because they're. I was brought up watching it. I can watch their Christmas specials year after year after year. But number 1, interestingly, is the Weasleys. Ron Weasley and his family from Harry Potter, from the Harry Potter films. 23% said they'd like to spend Christmas with them. And they are, like a magical family, and Julie Walters plays the mum, and she's a national hero, obviously. But I think because it's also the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter film, at the moment there's loads of celebrations for that. So maybe that's why it's been in people's minds as well. Right,
yeah. Now, see, I can't comment on the Weasleys because I've admitted this before, so this is not breaking news. I've never seen any of the Harry Potter films. But
wow.
So yeah, I know. So I've got some catching up to do at some stage. But why the Weasleys? What is it about them, do you think, apart from being magicians?
They're a really warm, funny family. The fact that the mum is played by Julie Walters, who can do no wrong. They're the kind of family I think you can most identify with in the Harry Potter universe, I would say. All the scenes featuring them are fantastic. And they get up to all kinds of mayhem. That Ron Weasley's got 6 siblings, and they're all kind of fighting with each other and competing with each other. So they are an absolute delightful element of the whole Harry Potter thing, and there's going to be a big Harry Potter reunion, which you'll love because you're immersed in the world on New Year's Day on TV. It's a great time for you and Harry Potter fans.
In fairness, because my girls were just the right age when the films came out,
right.
But for some reason they weren't interested. I think they've seen all the films now, but I'm lagging behind.
Right. I was going to say you wouldn't let them see them or something.
No, that was their choice, not mine.
Fair enough.
But then, you see, with the Trotters and the royal family, there's quite a lot of nostalgia going on there with those families.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I think it shows that Christmas TV is a lot about nostalgia to some extent because you're kind of immersing yourself in the warm bath of Del Boy and Rodney and the Christmas specials they did for that show. And the same with the royal family. The Queen of Sheba episode of the royal family.
Oh, my goodness, that is awesome.
Exactly. So, I must have seen it about 10, 15 times. So, and I think that what the survey shows is that people revel in nostalgia for TV, particularly. It's a massive, massive thing. People talking about, the average Brit will spend 41 hours watching TV shows and films over Christmas. A lot of that is going to be nostalgic stuff as well as the new stuff that's on.
That's hard work. We're putting in the hours on the sofa there, aren't we?
Yeah.
41%. Also now, I mean, if it's not strictly or one of those big shows like that, there's probably fewer times now we would sit down as a family and watch TV because the kids might be off with their tablets or whatever. They might have a TV upstairs. Yeah. But this is an appointment to view for the whole family, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, and there are shows on this Christmas that I think the channels generally do their best to come up with new family-friendly stuff. Like there's a David Walliams comedy remake of Hansel and Gretel After Ever After on at Christmas with Sheridan Smith. I've seen that. That's very family-friendly. There's a show called The Amazing Mr. Blunden on Christmas Eve from Mark Gatiss, who's written, directed, and stars in it. And that's a family-friendly ghost story that's just kind of spooky enough for it to be able to watch by everyone, really. So there are some really lovely things that are kind of completely made with the family at Christmas in mind.
What about the soaps? Are they building up to big Christmas Day episodes this year?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's that. I haven't seen this EastEnders or Coronation Street on Christmas Day, but they are, as ever, on Christmas Day, and there is a massive tradition, isn't there, in this country of watching them on Christmas Day for sure. So that they will both be huge. They'll be among the most watched shows on Christmas Day for sure.
And some of the other highlights of the season. What else have you spotted, Boyd, that you like the look of that's coming up at Christmas?
Well, if you want something quite adult, there's a show called A Very British Scandal on BBC One. Starts on Boxing Day, runs for 3 nights, and that's I've watched it, I've seen it, it's brilliant. It's Claire Foy plays the Duchess of Argyll in the early 60s, and she had an incredible divorce case from her husband, in which she was very cruelly treated. But it's a fascinating look at the society and the values of that period, and it's brilliantly done. It's great. But don't watch it with your kids. That's a very adult, BBC One going for it. But it's absolutely gripping on Boxing Day. I'd definitely recommend that.
Yeah, when you said A Very British Scandal, I thought, well, which one? And it turns out it's the
I know.
Duchess of Argyll.
It's the Duchess of Argyll. Yeah, yeah, from 1963. Yeah.
Good. All right, and just going back to the survey of the families we wouldn't mind spending time with at Christmas. Which are some of the others you'd pick out as being interesting to spend time with?
Well, I think it's interesting that you've got there's shows like The Sopranos, because 22% of the people surveyed said they would prefer rowdy and argumentative behaviour to witness on Christmas Day. So you've got The Sopranos, the Osbournes are in there talking of rowdy and argumentative, and just below the top. Yeah, exactly. Just below 3% would spend time with the Roy family from Succession. I don't know if you watch Succession.
Not very much.
I think it's the best thing on TV. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's the best thing on TV. So I'm with them. I would pick the Roys from Succession, like a very privileged, ultra wealthy, powerful family. Just to watch them engaging in conflict and passive aggression would be very entertaining, I think.
Yeah. You see, I need to up my game, because I was saying a couple of weeks ago that I was currently watching 7 continuing series, the ones where they drop a new episode every week. So trying to keep up with all of those was quite hard work. But I mean, I just pale into insignificant against you. I mean, you can really watch telly. Yeah,
I've got to. Yeah, it's my job. I wouldn't give it up for anything. Yeah, it's a joy. But I do. Yeah, 7's nothing. Yeah, I'm probably watching 9, 10, 11, juggling them all.
That is head spinning stuff, Boyd. Really good stuff. And you were mentioning the Harry Potter 20 years and New Year's Day. What's happening then?
Well, on New Year's Day, there's a special reunion show where all the cast reunite with the director of the first film, and that'll be really fun. And also on the 29th of December, there's a TV quiz show hosted by Dame Helen Mirren, no less. Dame Helen Mirren as quiz show host for Harry Potter Potterheads, as they're known. Harry Potter experts take part in that. You should be taking part in that. So it's an amazing time for Harry Potter. Nil par for you, yeah.
Yeah, very good. All right, nice to meet you. Enjoy your Christmas. I don't know. I suppose you ought to take some time off from watching the telly, but you're going to do it anyway, I'm sure.
I'll watch old episodes of The Royal Family. I mean, like everyone else, I'm sure. Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. All right, Boyd. Nice to speak to you today. Thanks.
Thanks, Danny. Cheers.
Merry Christmas to you. Boyd Hilton there, Heat's Entertainment Director and TV expert with us. 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 TV expert.